Yeah, Eonblu sent in his own replay to warm us up. He just kind of had a really funny game. It was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of the challenge. Let's send it in. And I was like, sweet, we'll do that. I was like, do you want it to get voted on? He was like, no. I want that hard-earned Liquid Reign ICYFAR money to go to those other people who've sent in their replays. I simply will give my replay as a beautiful warm-up game so you all can see how it's done at a GM level. Meanwhile, we are still going to, of course, have the voting at the end of the show for the 3 replays following this one. And we're going to see exactly how it goes. But guys, it is time for our first warm-up bonus ICYFAR game. Today's challenge, the one that we are casting, is, of course, a tale of a knife fight and a phone booth. Which is basically, if you're trying to visualize why it's called that, if you had 2 people, they don't like each other very much, they both have stabby things, maybe a shitty shank, could be a sharpened toothbrush, could be a knife, but then their friends are like, you guys keep fighting all the time, it's annoying us, we're going to play a practical joke on you and lock you both in a phone booth, ha ha ha, hopefully you'll sort out your differences. Of course, about 2 minutes later when they open the phone booth, both of them are fucking bloody corpses on the ground. One of them is technically still breathing, the other one's just gone, just out of this world. It's smashed, it's done. So that's kind of what we're getting at here, is this whole idea of when you're in a tight enclosed space and you're up against someone who doesn't like you and you both have stabby things, the game's going to get a little bit scrappy, action-packed, and there's probably going to be multiple lung punctures. Your kidneys are going to get stabbed, as is your liver. You're probably going to need some organ replacements and definitely a lot of surgery. So the challenge was you're not allowed to build more than 40 workers. That's how we were going to try to find a way, of course, to simulate that level of stabbiness in a game of StarCraft. And we do see an early 12 pull from LR here. This is, of course, Eonblu. He's got a drone over here. It's blocking. It's being a dickhead. Remember, guys, there's money on the line if you get good games in each week. So if you want to get your replays in and you're watching this, the current challenge, the one that we're going to be, that we've just put out, it's, of course, going to be cast 1 week from now, so you got a week to get your games in, as per usual. It is Corporate Greed. Oh, Captain Dickhead! Captain Dickhead tried to lure the Zealot away, but the Zealot gets back to the wall. And Captain Dickhead's fighting the probe, but the probe chases him off. Oh, the drone turns around and wins that fight. The drone's even... Oh, he lures the Zealot. You idiot. The Zealot turned around to try to kill that drone. The drone baited him out of the wall. The Zerglings dive on in. And, oh, man, that's a lot of stabby boys in one Protoss base, isn't it? Oh, he's going to let the pylon finish. I actually feel like he probably could have focused the pylon, but he's going to take out a few probes and keep doing a bit of a runaround. We've got these Zerglings trying to do a bit of a dance. They're going to get cornered. That Zealot says, oi, come here and fight, dickhead. And that's a few more dead Zergy boys. This Zealot... not really on duty right now. He's got to get in that wall, man. Oh! Oh, no, he runs out of the wall again. What are you doing? Oh, my gosh. That Zealot is a terrible doorman. That's like the guy, it's like your job is to add security to the building. A person walks up, and they're like, hey, I live here? And he's like, okay, then. And just opens the door. And it's like, dude, that's... one of those Zerglings, I'm pretty sure, had a needle sticking out of its arm. I'm 90% sure they're there to just burgle this Protoss base. Instead, the police has to be called, aka Mrs. Adept, and she has to fucking slap it all down. This Zealot doorman definitely not excelling at his job. Oh, now he gets in position. He's like, oh, show me some ID, show me some ID. She has to shade pass just to get out of the base. Ugh, hopeless, hopeless. So anyway, guys, there's a bunch of money on the line. As always, at the end of each show, we do get you, viewers, who are watching live here on Twitch to vote for which game you think is the best. We give $40 to that winner. Everyone who gets their replay cast gets themselves a beautiful Liquid Reign novel. Liquid Reign. It's a sci-fi novel, guys. It's a lot about the future and different issues and things. And since the challenge for next week is Corporate Greed, where you have to hit at least 100 workers at some point in the game, I think that's a very prescient topic because, you know, in the book, and also something where any of you nerds who are kind of into social issues and all sorts of different intellectual discussions, ideas about like universal basic income and shit like that is stuff which always fascinates me. One of my favorite things to talk about, and some interesting ideas around that in the novel as well. Go out there, give it a buy. Exclamation mark Liquid Reign in chat. Info's there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's down in the bottom. And of course, remember guys, go on YouTube if you don't normally do it. And if you really liked an ICYFAR episode, make sure you like it up there. These VODs, after I stream them live, are always up within one day, often up almost immediately. And vote by liking the video. Now, when it comes to June 1st, the videos with the most likes are going to get a shitload of money. 300 USD for first place, 200 for second, and 100 USD for third. Just for having your games cast, you're all going to get the novel mailed out to you, or an ebook version of it as well. So the winner each week gets the novel actually mailed to them. The other ones get the ebook gifted to them, courtesy of Oma Morky, our lovely author who's just hopped into chat. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the support on this. So guys, this game here, you got to remember, you're only meant to go up to 42 workers. It's the tale of a knife fight in a phone booth. But Eonblu is going up to 47 right now while building a Nydus worm. Oh no, naughty. He is building an infestation pit though, and that does make me very happy. Okay, this Overlord's going to get pushed back as well. Yeah. 3 passion hosts starting up. Hell muffins, as Tasteless does like to call them. Still only got slow zerglings and queens right now. And let's see, did he spot the Nydus? He did. He sees the Nydus. He sees the infestation. What's the response for Mr. Barcode? It's going to make some adepts. Glaives are almost done. Second Stargate's on the way. Oh, I was going to try and shut down the vision. Oh no, Eonblu! He's trying to do a Nydus. He's going to pop it out right there. And that's too far away to kill. But, I mean, even if you throw locusts from there, what are they going to do? Kill one pylon and then run out before they get in the mineral line? This is not the most effective Nydus worm. Eonblu here is in Desperation Town. Queens are going to pop out and reject that for now. Those Phoenix flying away, they can actually kill those locusts pretty quickly. But the locusts are going to come in, get a little bit of damage. The adepts say, we want to fight. Come and fight us. Yeah. Yeah, we want to prove our strength in battle. The locusts are like, cool, well, we were about to actually expire like off milk, but yeah, I mean, if we can kill some Protoss before we go, sure. The Protoss may have proved their bravery, but I believe at the same time, they've also proved their stupidity. Let's be real, adepts aren't the brightest puppies. I mean, they throw laser frisbees, they fucking run around just teleporting, they're cheap. They're basically a hacker in unit form. They got a big shield, which they use for pushing the Zerglings away. The Phoenix is going to come in and fight the Queens. The Queens are trying to fight them. Oh man, these Queens are not dying. These Phoenix aren't doing too. We gonna, nope. Oh my lord. This Phoenix micro. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Finally, the first Queen's gonna go down. Oh my lord, a Phoenix just died. Please. Finally, gonna take down these Queens, but more locusts coming in, and Eonblu being a gigantic D-bag. He still does not need to worry about locusts from this direction, but he is. And that's allowing the locusts to actually get in from a much closer angle, right into the mineral line. And now, suddenly, Dr. Barcode finds themselves in Dicktown. We are going to see that Oracle taking down the Nydus Worm on the left. Another one going down a little bit further away. The Phoenix is coming forwards. They're going to snipe down that Overseer. Still a pretty good position for the Protoss player with the third base only now starting for Eonblu. The Spire going up in the back. And he was thinking about putting down a second Nydus Worm. One of the most requested strategies from Bronze League players in Twitch chat. Go the double Nydus Worm, yeah! Especially on 2-base would have been great to see. Doing the thing that you'll literally never have money to use until late game. I feel like we've seen like Nurture one time in the late game use double Nydus and it was great. And I feel like any point until you've got like 7k minerals and gas in the bank, it's like, this is such a fucking waste of time, especially with the new Nydus Worm. This thing unloads faster than a 14-year-old with a bra catalog, you know? There's no delay. This is not a geriatric Nydus Worm like the old one where you're like, oh, here's a Zergling out. Here's a Zergling. No, it just, boop, 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 boop. It comes out pretty fast. You guys get what I'm saying. These adepts are going to go across the map, and using their hacks, they're going to both be here, but also be over here. That's fucking bullshit, I know. The drones are trying to run out. The locusts say, Yeah, nah, you're dead. Oh, the Swarmos getting a bit of a little surroundy-roundy on these Adepts, and most of those Adepts do go down. A few of them shade into the main base, though. This Queen's like, leave me kids alone, stop it, ree! And, is gonna start to take down those Adepts. Only one Adept remaining, and it is gonna shade around to continue to be a gigantic douchebag. Good counterattack here from Dr. Barcode, who has about 1 billion Phoenixes out, and there's no answer for Eonblu. The problem still is that there's not a single Chad Ray is all you'd need to take out these Nydus worms. The Phoenix come down here to try and take out these Swarm hosts. They pop into the Nydus worm. I'd love to see them pop out up here as well. Looks like those Locust waves are getting shut down rather quickly. And is he going to pop out? Pop out, pop out, pop out. Oh, doesn't want to risk it. Eonblu, a silly, safe EU player. You know, if this was an NA Zerg, they would have tried to pop out every Swarm host and get back in, just crossing their fingers it worked out. I know I would have. You know, I make a lot of fun of the NA ladder because people there just fucking do random shit and basically have never heard of hedging their bets in their life. They're all in on black. The fucking first round on the roulette table, you know? EU players, on the other hand, a bunch of conservative sissies. I feel like it's rubbed off on me at some point, though. At this point, when I see people playing conservatively, I feel a bit disgusted. I think, live a little, you know? Gamble all your money on a horse when you know nothing about horse racing. Why wouldn't you do it? It makes sense. Accidentally picking up an egg, and we got to see what happens when Phoenix attack units with 10 armor. These Phoenix stacking themselves up rather nicely, and those Corruptors do find themselves in a very gooch-smelling place, aka Dicktown. The Phoenix are going to fly through this base, start to take out Overlord's drones. These Corruptors helplessly chasing after them. These Phoenix doing epic damage right now. The Queen's coming back, the Corruptors just disappearing. Unfortunately for Dr. Barcode, that's a lot of Locusts on your base. Ugh. The probes are pulled, but the wall has been broken. And these Swarm hosts are just running rampant. Even more Locusts coming in. That Nexus is going to go down. There is a Nexus in the top side, so hats off to Dr. Barcode for securing that in the midst of all this. But you really need to be killing these Swarm hosts. Unfortunately, the Swarm hosts jump back in the Nydus worm every single time and do get out of there. The production does survive, though. I've really got to say, build a goddamn Chad Ray. It would win you the game. You've got 2 Stargates, 2 Chad Ray makers. Make a Chad Ray. Ooh, a Florencio recall to the top expansion. I like it. Dr. Barcode there is learning a little bit. Charge lots are on the way, as are Anion Pulse Crystals, aka Phoenix Range. This Oracle here is still trying to do the job of multiple Chads and struggling incredibly hard. Why would you kill that poor Nydus worm? Look, its eye is still looking around. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god, someone call Peter. This Protoss is fucking committing some horrible cruelty against Nydus worms. They just want to burrow up from the ground and spew out some units, and these Protoss players are just being dickheads. It's unfair. Oh, a couple of babies. Okay, I mean, someone should probably call child services about that one. Did they just throw their children into battle as some sort of military weapon? Yeah, they did. Well, thankfully, child services comes in the form of the Phoenixes, and apparently the new way they do that, they don't take your kids away, they just murder you. Okay, child services has changed a little bit since my day, but I guess they're still technically, it's not taking the kids away from the parents, it's taking the parents away from their own life, you know? Yeah, okay, it's kind of a little bit fucked up, but I guess this is a different age we live in. Fair enough. Oh no, Peter. Oh, god damn it. Can we stop using anti-Nydus worm language, guys? Instead of evil gigantic worm of death, can we call it cute little worm who just wanted to have a dig? Instead of disgusting, tumory, fucking acne creep, can we call it cute little bubbly boy that just wants to spread the love and the goo? I think we all need to stop being anti-Zerg. We need to stop being anti this. These Corruptors and Queens can come out. They can fuck up Dr. Barcode a little bit. Dr. Barcode, I don't know what the transition is. It's some probes, some zealots, and 6 gangrene boys on the way. Okay. So the Corruptors and the Queens are enough to now beat the Phoenix, and I think we just need one good gangrene infection, And this is gonna be over real quick. Oh my god, the number of band-aids. I don't care how purple your lasers are, Protoss player. There's too many band-aids from those queens. The mass transfuse on the Corruptor. And these Phoenixes. They're trying to take the best fights they can. Good micro from the Phoenixes. They got to evade the queens. But we've got the first round of gangrenous infection ready. 3 fungals are ready. These swarm hosts have waddled their fat little Hellmuffin asses across the map, and they say, guess what? We're pregnant again. Here's more children, which they grab similar to a sling and fling into battle from a distance. The babies, of course, manufactured by Abathur to know nothing except throwing their spiky death towards their opponent. Is that actually going to get the Nexus? No. No. Surely you can't. Oh my god, Locusts are so fucking broken. Did you guys see that damage? Did you guys fucking see that? Oh my god, that's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, do you like some gangrene? Those adepts are finding out that no, they don't. It's fucking gross. It's really, really gross. Seems like there's enough Corruptors to do some good damage, but the ground army is in trouble street right now. I'd still love to see a fungal on these Phoenix right now. The Infestors are in big trouble. Another wave of Locusts is ready. The babies are they're the only chance now for Eonblu. They're the only chance. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. This last round of Zealots and Archon's going to get absolutely smashed. They're going to have to run out of there. That's too many babies. Oh, the fungal trap from behind! And one last fungal to make sure none of those units can get out of there. Like, what? A few Zealots escape, and that's about it. The Oracle gets a bit of revenge, takes down one of those fungal boys, and at the moment, these Corruptors have chased the Phoenix back to their side of the map. A few more Corruptors coming over might be able to turn the fight in the favor of Eonblu. It is one armor upgrade against one air attack. And both sides just bleeding out their units. More Zealots, more Archons coming across. But here comes another round of babies. They're going to be launched into battle. A whole lot more almost ready. But a lot of these units going down. Oh, God. Eonblu, you got to take care of your pregnant mums, dude. There we go. Another round of babies going in. And a whole lot of Zealots will fall. These Zealots adamant about taking on the Swarm Host. Zerglings with no upgrades. Not even Ling Speed come into the fray. The Phoenix come in as well. A single Corruptor comes in, throws some Mountain Dew onto the face of that Phoenix. And only 2 Phoenix left. So what do we got? Archons warping in, Zealots warping in. It's actually a pretty sick economy for our Protoss player. If he just makes enough Zealot Archon and somehow can defend unlimited free units, then maybe, just maybe, he can make this happen. Slow Zerglings versus Archons. Not something you see every day. Eonblu with 0 fear right now. I feel like this game went to a stabby place relatively quickly, you know? I just feel like we've got a Zerg, we've got a Protoss, they're mortal enemies, there's a sharpened toothbrush as part of the action, and right now we're seeing a rather bloody Eonblu. Don't get me wrong, this was not a clean game. He didn't drop down from the ceiling, do a fucking 1960s James Bond karate chop to the shoulder and watch his opponent faint. No. It was basically Eonblu went stab, and Dr. Barcode went and stabbed him as well. And then Eonblu stabbed him, and then Dr. Barcode stabbed him, and then they both kind of were holding each other behind the neck and just stabbing. And at some point, Eonblu's still standing, and he's like, I don't know, I kind of like getting stabbed or something, I guess. Somehow I'm still alive. Dr. Barcode is starting to bleed out on the floor. He's throwing a few last stabs in there. He's gonna, yep, okay, he does puncture the kidney there, but Eonblu responds with his own stab to the face. He says, no, I've still got unlimited babies on the way. I got a couple of piss boys as well. And let's remember, guys, when you do finally defeat your opponent in that phone booth and they tumble to the floor, if you're a real degenerate, you do take a whiz on their unconscious body. And Eonblu apparently has been learning from the Florencio files. He is no longer the gentleman we once knew because he just urinated on his opponent. That's some pretty embarrassing shit if you are Dr. Barcode. But it's also, it just goes to show that Eonblu really has become a giant douchebag. And I think I respect him more for it, to be honest. You know, there's always those players who are like, oh, my opponent, I respect them. But let's be real. I think we all appreciate a Nanoir once in a while. It's just like, fuck your face. You're my mortal enemy and I'll piss on your corpse. That turns out Eonblu going to the school of Nanoir there and showing us some beautiful play. Thank you very much for the support. Oh my god. Oh my god. GG, well played. Thanks for the bonus game, Eonblu. You guys cannot vote for Eonblu's game. He said he didn't want it in there.